In part one of my advanced healthcare directives, there is a list for your agent. Now, your agent is just a fancy way of saying who is going to make decisions for you. So usually there's 3 or 4 lines for different agents. These are the people who are going to make healthcare decisions for you. Now, it could be what everyone thinks in their mind, like in the movies, it's an accident and the doctor comes out to the waiting room and says, you know, so-and-so is not well, what do you think we should do? But a lot of times it's a prolonged marathon. It's not a sprint. You have a stroke, you get dementia, you know, you have a heart attack, and you need someone for months on end to navigate the healthcare system, to talk to Medicare, to talk to Medicaid, to deal with if your pension or other employer has provided your health care. It is a long road. So what are the characteristics you're looking for in an agent? It is wonderful if they're well educated, if they're a nurse or they have a background in medicine, but that is not the most important key to an agent. The most important is that, 1, they have an excellent temperament. They can work with your other family members, be more of a uniter than a divider. Number 2, they have the time and the energy to deal with bureaucracies, to investigate, to ask questions, to look for trial treatments. These are all things that it's wonderful if an agent has the time, even the proximity, they live close to you and they can do those things. And also, and probably most importantly, is that the person will honor your wishes. If you say, hey, I don't want any heroics. If I am unconscious and to a reasonable degree of medical certainty I'm not coming back, let me go. You want someone who's going to do that for you, not someone who's going to ignore that and say, well, I think, you know, this person should be, you know, kept on life support and that's what we're going to do. So those are the things that you're looking for in an agent. The things that you need to make sure that you do on the documents themselves is that you need to make sure that the contact information on the actual form is updated. So usually people hold on to their cell phones nowadays for years. You make sure to have a cell phone number, if there's a home phone, current address. Because if you get into an accident or something happens to you, and the hospital has a copy of your healthcare directive, the nurse at that nursing station is just going to pick up the phone and start dialing. You know, for the person, if there's no phone number or every single number doesn't work, then we have a problem. And a lot of times, you know, time is of the essence in these types of situations. And finally, it's very important that you have backups. You know, don't just name your husband or just one child. You need to think ahead. These documents might last a long time, so make sure you have the first person name, the second person name, so that way, if something happens to your first person, there's somebody as a backup to call. Make sure to get those documents turned into your doctor, and everyone should pay attention to these things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information helpful.